I am not bothered if my kids swear. Slurs are one thing. Swear words, I don't care. My 6-year-old, almost 7-year-old just started playing Fortnite. Yes, every single parental lock that could be on there is on there, and don't worry. Number 47 is trying to ban video games anyway. He just started playing Fortnite, and I don't know where he got this from. He cannot hear anybody in the chats. None of that. All of a sudden, I'm in the kitchen and he's in the living room on the Switch. All of a sudden, I hear, "Gotcha, bitch." And I was like, I've actually heard him swear a few times in the last week. I went over to the living room and I was like, "Did you just swear?" He says, "No, I didn't." And I said, "Buddy, did you just say bitch? You're not in trouble." I heard it and it was kind of funny. His eyes started welling up like tears did, and I didn't come at him angry or aggressively. I was seriously just chuckling about it. But I was like, "Bubs, you're not in trouble. I don't care about swear words. We just also have to make sure that we are careful with how often we use them at your age, because I don't want you to accidentally slip up and swear in public." He started to get really sad and frustrated, and he was like, "How am I supposed to know which words are swear words?" And I paused for a minute because I used to always tell that if I swore, I would be like, "Hey, don't say that. That's an adult word." That's just how it was. I don't do it as often as I used to. You know what? He got me there. I was like, "I'm so sorry, dude. It's definitely my fault. I used to talk about this stuff with you guys way more often, and I just kind of stopped." His eyes started welling up more, and I was like, "Dude, you're not in trouble. I thought it was funny. I just wanted to see if that's what you actually said." And then he got up and went to his room. Eventually he comes out of his room, and I paused for a little bit, wanted to let it sit. Once he kind of seemed like he was chill again, I was like, "Hey, do you want to go over some swear words just so you know?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna remember all of them, but we can go over some of them." And I listed off a couple more. And he was like, "Well, are there more?" And I was like, "Probably, but I honestly, I don't remember. But, as it happens, I'll just, let you know." The next day, when he comes home from school, he's like, "I thought of another word." And I was like, "Okay, what is it?" And he's like, "Well, I don't want to say it." And I was like, you're not going to get in trouble if you say it. I genuinely don't care. I just want to make sure that you guys know what the words are." He was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "It's cool. Just say it." And he went, "Motherfucker," with emphasis on the fuck. And I was like, "You are not wrong, buddy. Don't say that one either." We went over slurs because, I'm more worried about slurs. I don't care about swears. I could not care less about swear words. We went over slurs, and I was like, "These ones you do not say under any circumstance. These are not words that you say. They are hurtful. There's bad history behind them." I was like, "Some of this stuff we'll get into, but some of it, your brain's not fully ready for it. So as you get older, we'll talk about it more." It's just so easy to forget that when you're not worried about something and you teach your kids that you're not worried about certain things, that you need to go over the whole thing again to make sure that there's not any possibility of them saying things around other people. I was also like, "You're not saying these around your friends, right? Their parents are not going to be cool with that." And he was like, "No." And I was like, "All right." I was also like, "You know how sometimes mom will be like, 'Jesus.'" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Don't do that one either." He was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Well, you know how some people believe in God and stuff? Mommy doesn't believe in that stuff, but a lot of other people do, especially people in our neighborhood, and they just find it really disrespectful, and so we don't want to disrespect other people based on their religion." He was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Yeah, again, if you say it in the house, I don't care. Just it's also better if we don't even say them in the house, like if you don't say them in the house, because it's best to like be able to practice not saying them, and then when you get older, it'll not be such a big deal. It was just a really good reminder that like, hey, maybe we should have like a review like once a quarter. I just think it's really silly to connect like morals to swear words. I swear, and I'm not gonna stop swearing, and I feel like if I swear and we make a huge deal out of like swear words, then it becomes more enticing to be able to say those swear words. And that's how it was when I was younger. I think like teaching that I don't think that swear words or using them makes you a bad person, or that they're bad words. I don't think they're bad words. Like a lot of other people think they are. So you need to watch like where you're saying it and how old you are when you're saying it. I think that's probably going to have a better impact, to be honest with you. And I know that some people are probably thinking like, okay, well, you had kids, so you should have just given up swearing. And it's like, no. I gave up my body and my sanity when I had kids. I'm not giving up my swear words. I've given up many a thing. The swear words stay.